Bangladesh and Pakistan's relationship remained frosted during the 50 years rule of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. But with the new government, especially the interim government led by Dr. Muhammad Yunus, the bilateral relationship is reviving. To discuss the new era, Pakistani High Commissioner Syed Ahmed Maruf joined us. Thank you, Mr. Maruf, for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for having me in your show.
27 August, you have a meeting with the head of the Bangladesh interim government, Dr. Yunus, and on that, during the meeting, you have expressed to revive the bilateral relationship. What was Dr. Yunus' response on that?
That meeting went very well, and I think it lasted nearly 45 minutes, if I remember correctly. And in that meeting, the bottom line was between us, between Dr. Yunus Sahib and myself, was to look forward, where we go from here in terms of Pakistan and Bangladesh relations. We discussed many things, and he was very positive. We had a very positive discussion, and I was really encouraged when after meeting him. And basically, both our countries are actually on the path right now that we are gradually in a slow and steady manner. We are trying to take the bilateral relations from, let's say, from this point to a higher point, maybe in the future further higher. The main thrust of our discussion was to focus on trade and economic relations and people-to-people contacts. Regional integration, SAARC, that was very important subject that we discussed. It is very close to Dr. Yunus's heart, the idea of SAARC.
You have already done a series of meeting with the Youth and Sports Advisor, Advisor of Foreign Affairs, and Advisor of Commerce in Bangladesh. What was the main theme of these meetings?
Recently, a direct ship has arrived from Karachi to Chittagong, bringing in the import goods for Bangladeshi markets. So these are the initial steps that we have taken. This is just one example.
The Pakistani government seems interested in to operate a direct flight from Karachi to Dhaka. How far you have reached on agreement?
We will see in the year 2025, maybe by the mid of 2025, maybe earlier, but certainly I'm hoping, fingers crossed, 2025 would see resumption of direct flights between Pakistan and Bangladesh.
On that note, do you think that the Indian authority will allow to use their airspace?
You see, International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, has certain rules. The countries, airlines do fly in the airspace of other countries while traveling to a third destination or something. I don't think any country would have any rationale or any reason to not let any airline to fly over their airspace.
Indian newspapers and Indian experts have expressed concern on these direct maritime links between Dhaka and Islamabad. In upcoming days, it will become a security concern for India and also for Bangladesh, because speculating that Pakistan might be illegally carry some weaponry and some anti-Indian groups might be the user of these.
You cannot stop anybody from speculating anything. The fact is that it's a direct shipping line. It's going to bring in the goods as every other country brings in, and as long as Pakistan and Bangladesh, we are confident there is nothing. We don't do that. I don't see any reason why a direct shipping line should be seen in with such a speculative attitude. No one should be scared or be fearful of a direct shipping between the two countries.
There is a joint economic commission between Bangladesh and Pakistan, which is remain inactive since 2007. And as you say that you have already have series of meeting with the present interim government advisors. So is there any update, or what was their take on to fully start this economic commission?
The process stalled for such a long time. It wasn't, it went dormant basically. To restart the process, obviously both of our sides have to do the homework. And at this point in time, the work is in progress, and we are closely coordinating with each other to have the first meeting again. In the coming months, we will see the resumption of the Joint Economic Commission between the two countries.
What can Bangladesh get?
Especially in food security, like wheat or rice or onions and there are quite a few other industrial inputs which we produce. We have a comparative advantage, which we are going to, or like in the first shipment that came, they brought in all that stuff. There is a margin for both the sides and different commodities to exchange. The highest we touched in the last 16 years was close to $1 billion of bilateral trade. Pakistan had was like nearly 700 million, and Bangladesh had like around 100 or 200 million. So there was a lot of not really balanced trade relations, lopsided or maybe more in favor of Pakistan. So once this trade resumes and it continues for a while and everything is smoothened, then we will see there would be a improvement on the Bangladesh side as well in terms of their exports to Pakistan.
Pakistan is one of the defense equipment exporting countries, and there is also an agreement between Bangladesh and Pakistan on defense cooperation. Do you think that in upcoming days there is a fair chance of strengthen this defense cooperation?
As far as some kind of equipment or something is concerned, it depends, upon the needs of the Bangladeshi government if they need it. But our main thrust and main focus is on training exchanges, and there are quite a few senior officers in the Bangladeshi armed forces who are graduates from National Defense College, Islamabad. So that is actually our main thrust in defense cooperation.
Recently, Pakistan have included Bangladesh on its visa waiver system. How come Bangladesh is benefited from this?
Two categories of visa. One is the tourist visa, the other is business visa. These two categories are the one which are very efficient and very quick and are free of cost for Bangladeshis as well.
During your meeting with the Youth and Sports Advisor, he expressed that Pakistan should acknowledge the truth in 1971, how both countries can heal their past wounds and move forward.
Let me start by saying that, Pakistan wants this issue to be resolved as much as Bangladesh wants. We do not want this to continue forever. Unfortunately, in the previous 16 years, there was no possibility of, getting it resolved because of, many reasons. We were not even talking before, Once we start talking, we are engaging, both our sides are engaging, we are moving forward. And I'm pretty sure that, we are moving in that direction where we will see, inshallah, we will see that there will be an environment where we will sit down and we will resolve it to the satisfaction of the people of both the countries.
What is your remark on Bangladesh and Bangladeshi people, its development?
When I hear the word Bangladesh, what comes to my mind? Simplicity, romance, and food. During the July-August movement, and it was obviously very historical. Post 5th of August, there is an opportunity for the Bangladeshi people, the Bangladeshi government, the students, the politicians, everybody. They want to make a new beginning. We can only wish them all the very best for a new Bangladesh that the people of Bangladesh aspire.
You also have traveled several districts in Bangladesh. You have tasted Bangladeshi food. How was those?
Best place that I visited so far, which personally I feel was the best, was Sylhet. The winds that were blowing across, they were so pleasant and refreshing, and the landscape and the lush green, those tea gardens and everything, that was really that really impressed me. Your kachi biryani, that is really something out of this world for me as far as I'm concerned. The way it is prepared and the aroma that comes out, Rosh Malai of Komila.